Hello there, this is Telson Speaks, and I'm here to talk about how to figure out that you're tapped in, chosen, or starseed, whatever term you want to choose. Let's see, first off, if you're an adult, you probably grew up not really fitting in a lot of the times. I mean, with me, I've had friends, but for the most part, I always kept to myself. I didn't really feel like I had much in common with people. You know, people look at you like you're a weirdo, or whatever. My whole life, you're probably seen as a weirdo. Um, I mean, if you had friends, maybe some of you probably didn't have many friends growing up. You always feel different, feel a little out of place, like everyone is blue and we're orange. We're orange in a blue world. Yeah. Yeah, so you grow up feeling different, even no, between even with family and your own group of friends, sometimes you get seen as being different. You know, they want to call you a weirdo with whatever term you want to choose. But yeah, you feel different. Even with me, my mom would always say, "Do you have to wear that? Do you really have to do that? Why do you have to wear your makeup like that or wear your clothes like that? You can't drive a regular car like your sister." I'm like, "Well, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm living my truth, so I don't really care." You probably get a lot of flack from some family members, some acquaintances, some coworkers, just for being you. And me, I'm at a point in my life where I've always been okay with myself. Like, I like what I like. I like what I do. I do what I do. I'm a free spirit. I do what I want without giving a damn what anyone else thinks. And that intimidates low vibrational people. That I don't understand that. Where an acquaintance is like, why don't you want children? I'm like, children isn't for everyone. I mean, that's a huge job. I applaud parents. That is an eternal 25/8 position that never ends, and I have respect for it. All you taking care of your kids is, I know it's not easy, and I'm not built for that. Some things I'm built for that I'm just not. But like, why do you care if that's not what I want to do with my life? I'm fine doing whatever it is that I do. Why do you have a problem with it? Why are you judging me? I don't get it. It's like, as a black woman, I don't know if any other black women that are tapped in deal with this, but it seems like a lot of judgment, the harsher the judgment is from your own people, unfortunately. And with me, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm gonna try to mirror that energy back to you and see how you like it, and they'll be the first ones so upset and F you and all that hurt my feelings. Like, how do you think? You can't just be saying, like, let people live the life, if they're not bothering anybody, not hurting anybody, not hurting no children, no one at all, just minding their business, being happy doing them. Leave them be. Don't worry about that. So when you ask me, why do you collect dolls or why don't you have children? Like, like, really, like, why do you care what I do? Just because the stuff people will say to you is just shocking. Um, and it's always from us. That's the sad part. It's like I get judged for the way I talk. I was talking to some guy, and he was like, "I know you don't date black men by the way you talk." I'm like, "You don't even know me. This is my first time ever meeting you and talking to you. I'm here with a friend. I don't know who you are. You don't know jack about me." And the killer part is, Lord. I mean, this man judged me for my voice, for my size. Like, I know you big girls, y'all probably be having 5, 6 boyfriends, and at the time I had zero. I was dolo. But the killer part was this man had no legs, none whatsoever. And I'm just steady, just staring at him the whole time. And he's looking at me like, well, I know you thinking, I ain't never talked to a man with no legs before. I'm like, damn straight. Like, just shut up. I don't, like, let people be. Leave people alone. We're always a work in progress. And unfortunately, some people, they're so used to toxicity that when you're a high vibrant, you come into those type of people come into their lives, they don't know what to do with you. They'll either drain the ever loving energy out of you or do whatever they can to hurt you. I mean, it's all negative, but we have to be stronger. We deal with we deal with much more energies. We soak up as tapped in one star seeds. We soak up so much of others' energies. It's difficult. For me, I have to spend some solitude time every now and then because that energy, it gets heavy. And and what helps for me is prayers, meditations, spiritual baths a couple times a week. Like, do you want that responsibility? Do you want do you want that power? Because you're more welcome to have it, but you wouldn't last if if you're a low vibrational person. So just send them love and light and keep your distance because we do attract so many energies and a lot of them vibe very low. We got to keep ourselves protected. People, they'll rarely give you credit for it. But when you start seeing people starting to dress or act similar in the way you do, they checking you out. Know that you're influential when you're a tapped in chosen one. They keeping around you. They may act like they're not. They probably look at your stories but won't say jack doodoo to you IRL. They won't say nothing to you, but they be watching. Know that. You're tapped in. You probably know how karma works, so you probably behave in a manner that is respectable and acceptable, and try not to have your energy around people who are the opposite of that. Keep that in mind. So we know how karma works, so we're always going to treat others like we want to be treated, even though a lot of the time we get shat on and judged. We get judged like crazy for the most stupidest things. We get judged for. It's like they judge you for it, but low key, to interpret it, it means, wow, he or she was brave enough, or they're brave enough to do this, do that freely, while I'm afraid to do that because I'm scared of judgment. I'm not sure about any other tapped in individuals, but I've noticed how those of us who vibrate very highly, how pets and young children are very drawn to us. Have you all noticed that? Especially with small children, it's like, I don't know if they see an aura around you or whatever, but they're just, I'm like, hey, how are you? I like your clothes, I like your shoes. And they're just like, I don't know what it is. Even with pets, sometimes you'll hear pets like dogs be fussing and fussing, but then we'll walk past and it's just, it's either they'll go dead silent or just go overboard. It's there's no in between with us. It's quite interesting. Yes, those other star seeds, tapped in ones who vibrate highly, you notice we get a lot of perks for being high vibrational, even if you're not tapped in. When you vibrate, the higher your vibration, the more life perks you will receive for being a beam of light to others. Just just having a sense of being human, just asking people how they're feeling, um, just ask them simple questions, get to know them a little bit. And a lot of times when I'm out and about, I'll get discounts, maybe some things for free. Well, when you're tapped in, people remember you, and when you have a great attitude that's positive and you radiate that towards others, it will come back to you tenfold. Keep that in mind, no matter who you are. A sense of compassion, humility, generosity, kindness will get you so much further in life than being low vibrational, being envious, jealous, having something to say about everything and everybody. What? Just look at people who do that versus people who vibrate highly and don't. You'll notice a difference, and you'll see how the nonsense the low vibers have to deal with. They don't realize that karma comes back to them, unfortunately. It's like in retrospect, the people who have wronged us, when you look at them further down the line, they'll get their karma. It will come back, and you look at them. It's like when you screw over a chosen one, it's one thing to screw over the average person, but the chosen one, don't do it. You shouldn't be screwing over anybody, first of all. Get your mind right, because it's not pretty for those who wronged. Because our spiritual team, our ancestors, angels, whatever it is, whatever you believe in, they don't play when it comes to us. They don't care who said what about you, who did what to you. It don't matter who. But just know them ancestors will get together, get in cahoots, and child, I won't even go to detail. Sorry, my phone fell on the floor. But yeah, we live in our truth freely. And a lot of the times it may cause jealousy for some who are afraid of judgment, who are unable to live their truth for whatever reason, and they hate you for it. They love you for it, but they hate you for it. But hey, just keep doing you, keep achieving your goals. Don't worry about them. I'd like to know, how did you find out you were tapped in, chosen star seed of the universe? What are the ups and downs that you deal with being a radiant beam of light for this universe? Take care. Bye.